Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can you introduce yourself and your organization?
Absolutely. My name is Ingrid Green, and I am the founder of Drones for Girls.
Drones for Girls. Wow. I mean, it sounds obvious, but tell me more.
There's a couple of ways that you can fly a drone, and we are primarily interested in teaching girls in the 4th and 5th grade how to build, code, and fly mini drones. And at the bottom of it for me is generational wealth. Right now in the city of Detroit, drone pilots are getting paid anywhere from $200 to $300 an hour.
Wow.
This is the 3rd year that the FAA has been giving out licenses for commercial drone pilots. And it is so early you cannot get a degree for it. But we see them at halftime of the Super Bowl. They fix transformer towers for DTE. They check to see if a whale is healthy with its spit. They save people. FEMA hires people to save humans who are trapped under rubble in natural disasters using drones that can fit without disturbing the rubble. I mean, drones do a number of things, and blacks need to get in on it.
How did you get into this? You have a tech background, I'm assuming?
I don't. I studied architecture at Howard University.
Oh, wow.
And then I was in LA, and I was working on an after-school program called The 90. And basically the 90 is a combination of soccer and STEM. And my humble belief, I'm not an expert in education, my humble belief is that women feel more comfortable staying where their gifts are in STEM-related careers if they are equipped with soft skills that come from playing a team sport. So you compete with women to win, and you cooperate with each other, and you break somebody's leg, and you have a ball shot at your head. And so when you get into hostile environments, you feel okay. You're used to it. You've seen that before, and you can do whatever you're blessed to do.
Now, how can drones be used to help black communities? Typically, drones are used in black communities, one would think they're used to surveil. How can drones be used to help black communities?
Particularly in Detroit, where there's a lot of construction and demolition that's going on, drones can be used. Let's take a house, for example. Let's say you're looking at buying an apartment that is 4 stories tall, and it's got a hole in the roof, and it's a little dilapidated. You want to get the best price on it, but you can't safely enter it because there's been a fire. Instead of renting a crane and operating that crane and waiting for it to show up, not be muddy, all that sort of stuff, you can just pull up with your truck, take out the drone, fly it in the hole in the roof, videotape the whole thing, and get the best price. Construction drones.
Wow. But, going back to what you said, but at our root, we need to learn how to control technology, right? To manipulate it, to create it. Because too often we're used by it.
This is a good time to get in the game. And
I love it. You're very competitive.
Well, I mean, that's what I think sports does for you. Is that you learn to get in the game. You want to be on the starting 11. And you practice. And you put in your 10,000 hours to get good at it. And you can apply that to other things in life. But for sure, for example, with drones and technology and black folks, I'm a part of Detroit Black Tech. So there are a number of tech-savvy folks, Java developers, app developers, etc., who are all in this community. There are about 200 of us in this group. And there's a hole in the software that's available right now for drones. There is the stuff that was developed at MIT, Scratch. It's a block language kind of software that tells the drone to go up, such and such, and go forward at such and such speed, and drop down, and whatever. You code it, and that's directly related to real life applications, such as if I have an agricultural farm and I want to know what acres are well nourished or have enough water. GPS coordinates, stitch the map together, aerial mapping, boom. So it's kind of, the coding is related to a real life application. So Drone Deploy creates a software that does that in the real world. There's nothing in the middle. Blacks can make that. Blacks can make that software.
What qualifies us for that?
Oh man. I have often said that Black Americans are the 5 loaves and 2 fishes people. We can make something out of nothing. We can stretch some resources. And I don't know where that comes from. Maybe every culture has that. Resourcefulness and that resilience. But resilience and resourcefulness comes from, for lack of a better term, being stepped on, being overlooked, being counted out, and
Being devalued.
you name it. That's where it comes from. And so maybe there are other cultures or pockets or segments of other cultures that can do this, but I know we can do it. I know we can do it.
This has been tremendous. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be in touch.
All right, thank you for having me.